Minister, the A5 road is a vital infrastructure project that was agreed by the British and Irish governments over 16 years ago in 2007 as part of the St Andrews Agreement. And it was recognised at the time that this project was needed to unlock the economic potential of the North West, a region that remains deprived and risks falling further behind without action. The upgrade to put in place a dual carriageway from new buildings in Derry to Aughnacloy would improve connectivity in the region and increase access to education, to skills and employment for communities within that region. It is also a vital upgrade in what is one of the most dangerous roads on the island of Ireland. Last month, 3 members of the same family tragically lost their lives in a collision on that road. And since this project was first approved back in 2007, 47 people have lost their lives on the A5, with families bereaved and communities broken. On Tuesday evening, there was a public meeting in Tyrone led by a grassroots campaign, Enough is Enough. It is led by Tyrone GA and the families of those who lost their lives on the A5. They know that this project is much more than just unlocking the potential of the North West region, but also about saving lives. And there can be no further delays. Sinn Féin are fully committed to delivering this critical project for the people and for the communities of the North West. As part of the St Andrews Agreement, the Irish Government agreed to co-fund this project on a 50-50 basis, with a financial commitment at the time of £400 million sterling. Now, your government has a crucial role to play and must match words with action and commitment with funding. With the passage of time, the cost of delivery of the A5 upgrade has increased. Our Deputy Leader and First Minister-designate Michelle O'Neill wrote to the Taoiseach in January of this year, underlining the need for the Irish Government and the Executive to remain fully committed to the delivery of the A5 upgrade. But commitment must be more than just simply words. It must be backed with funding to get it over the line. And for too long, this project, which is critical in order to save lives and improve the economic prospects of the entire North West region, has been set by legal challenges and public inquiries. Its delivery and the people who depend on this road to be completed can no longer be frustrated, either by delays or by lack of funding commitments. So, Minister, I am asking you today that your government recommit to the delivery of the A5 upgrade to save lives and to improve the economic prospects of the North West, and that your government recommits to co-financing the project as it was previously pledged as part of the international agreement reached at St Andrews in 2007 on a 50-50 basis, so that the Executive and the Irish Government can work together to deliver this crucial project for the people of the North West. And I would ask that you give that commitment today, and also the importance of those link roads, whether it's the N2 or the road from Lifford into Letterkenny, that joins this crucial infrastructure project.
Thank you very much, Deputy Doherty, for raising this issue. And you are right to say that this is not just about improving infrastructure or about opening up the economic potential of the all-island economy in the North West. It is also about road safety and saving lives, and that is a stark statistic that you put on the record there, that since it was first announced, some 47 people have died since 2007, and that most recent tragedy was absolutely awful, and our deepest sympathies go to the family and the community concerned. Just to reiterate the support of the Irish Government for this project, which has been long delayed and has been in gestation for a long number of years. It relates to the upgrade of the A5 from Aughnacloy to the outskirts of Derry, and we all acknowledge that this project is well overdue. And it does also involve opening up the North West in a more fundamental way, connecting Derry and Letterkenny to other parts of Ireland. And we've already touched on the issue of road safety. Of course, it is a project that is governed by the planning process in Northern Ireland. And my understanding is that there have been very significant delays, legal challenges, unavoidable delays. But I understand that stage 3 of the public inquiry is due to commence next Monday, actually, on the 15th of May. So hopefully that represents a significant milestone, and that this project is moving towards receiving approval over the period ahead. In relation to the issue of funding, and of course we acknowledge the cost of delivering this important piece of infrastructure, along with all other items of infrastructure, has increased significantly with the passage of time. The funding arrangements in relation to the A5 have been governed by the 2014 Stormont House Agreement and Implementation Plan, a fresh start, and is contained in the New Decade, New Approach document of 2020. Under this agreement, the Government is committed to provide funding of £75 million towards the cost of the A5 upgrade scheme once the statutory planning process in Northern Ireland has been concluded. I think it's fair to say the time frame for the delivery of this road remains uncertain. However, provision has been made in the Department of Transport budget here in the current year of £25 million sterling in the event that the scheme is approved and that funding is actually needed. As I said a moment ago, I acknowledge costs have changed very significantly in recent years, and there is a willingness on the part of the Irish Government to re-examine this issue, to see what more we can do to help to bring about fruition of this project. I know the Taoiseach echoed those sentiments yesterday, but we do need partners that we can sit down and negotiate with and have a discussion with in the form of course, the British Government, but also the Northern Executive. And so once we have a project that has gone through all of the statutory processes, we know the scope of the project, we know the likely cost of the project, the Irish Government won't be found wanting and will sit down and engage in a spirit of cooperation, recognising the strategic importance of this road. And I think our commitment to the all-island economy, to all-island infrastructure, has been underlined by the Shared Island project, which has been backed up with €1 billion of hard capital that we are prepared to make available, and we've made a substantial start in making capital available between now and 2030 across a whole range of different areas. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister. And as somebody who travels on that road every single week, I recognise the importance of the potential of that road, but also the heartbreak that communities felt because 2 weeks ago we weren't able to go home through the A5 because of the tragic accident of 3 people left dead. And little did we think when myself and my colleague Padraig McLaughlin, along with our delegation, left St Andrews those 16 years ago after getting a commitment that the A5 would be upgraded to dual carriageway status and co-funding at a 50-50%, that we would be still at this position where next Monday I will attend the public inquiry which I've made a submission to. But today what we want to hear, and I welcome your words and those words of the Taoiseach in terms of your continued commitment and that you won't be found wanting, but I would ask you to go back to the position where you were in St Andrews. St Andrews is an international agreement. St Andrews was an agreement where the Irish Government agreed to co-finance at a 50% rate this road. That financing was reduced as a result of the economic collapse here in this state. I'm asking in the spirit of the importance of this road for the entire North West region, the importance in terms of saving lives. The department in the north recognised that this road upgrade will prevent 2,877 casualties in the next 60 years, never mind the lives it will save. So I'm asking you, Minister, are you willing to go back to the position you were in St Andrews, where it was a co-finance of the road on an equal basis?